those are our announcements. Without further ado, let's get back into this game, shall we? Pando, I turned you off, buddy. There we go. And where is the game? I had the game here. Game. Just gotta fix everything. Game. Here we go. Yes. Okay, so we finished asking Mariana questions. Let's check our notes real quick. Mariana wants me to guess where people follow her, what happens after they follow her. I think we asked that. We also asked, what is psychokinesis? Psychokinesis is the ability to change the world around you with just the power of your mind. Your mind bends around the spoon. You don't bend the spoon. If you've seen The Matrix proposes that while you're in the Matrix, you can use psychokinesis because it's all just a game. It's all just software, so the power of your mind can change the reality around you. But this game that we're playing is not the Matrix, and they think in the real world, the really, really real world, that you can use psychokinesis to shape change or stop the day for an hour or make things float. So we're dealing with a lot of patients that deal with this belief that you can change things with the power of your mind. So let's use our big brains. Let's use the power of our minds. What did Mariana say? They just disappear. She looks more haunted by them disappearing. Cannot hear here. Thank you. Always let us know if there's something wrong with the audio. It is the easiest thing to fix during stream. So I forgot to turn on the desktop audio so that you can hear the game. That should be fixed now. Should be better now. Thank you all for letting us know. So she said that some people just disappear. Thank goodness for subtitles, screen caps, captions, all that stuff. Just disappear. Tell us more.
They don't just disappear into thin air. I think they return to the place I found them. But I've not run into the same person twice.
She looks so haunted. Do you want to see them twice? No. Talk to me about Dekker.
Are we still talking about him? And I thought you were just interested in me, Doctor.
Okay. I'm ready to talk to another patient now. Mariana makes me uncomfortable. She's a vampire werewolf. She eats them. She blacks out and eats them, and because she shapeshifted into a werewolf, she shows up on the beach naked. We solved the mystery of Mariana. Oh geez, why does she always have to come on to everyone? Yikes. I don't think she's doing that on purpose. I like, our system used to have this issue where we thought we were just genuinely being friendly and everybody took it wrong, and I think that's what Mariana is dealing with. She thinks that she's ugly. She said that in previous sessions. She thinks she's ugly. And then she gets stalkers and she gets free meals and stuff, and she's so used to people just paying for her stuff and being nice to her, but she doesn't have any real friends. So that's how that is. Let's move on to Elin though. What is up with Elin? How are you today, Elin?
I'm fine. Work's fine. Hilda's fading fast. Terry's Terry. Oh, you'd be pleased to know I don't have the locket anymore.
No, you don't.
I gave it back. All of it. Every single keepsake.
Alright. Cool. Why did you give them back?
You told me to. Well, not in so many words, but you said I shouldn't have kept them.
No.
And what with Terry going around telling everyone I stole them, I didn't feel like I really had any choice.
Yes.
The lockets, the watch, the ring. But I kept the little bird Sarah Dekker gave me. I wasn't supposed to mention her.
Why weren't you supposed to mention Sarah?
It just makes things complicated, doesn't it? I knew Dr. Dekker's mother before I started seeing Dr. Dekker. She's dead, and now he's dead. I'm sure you're gonna have a field day with it.
Yeah, field day. How did Sarah die? Tell me more. How did you start seeing Dekker? Tell us more about Sarah Dekker.
Dr. Dekker's mother. She was one of my first patients, but she died a while ago.
Okay. How is Terry? It's really interesting how each of these characters are connected because supposedly Dekker kidnapped and chained up Iris. Iris was the person that Claire's husband cheated on her with, so Iris killed her husband and then was sent to Dr. Dekker because she murdered her husband for cheating on her. Bryce knows Iris because he saved her from the basement. Did she Angel of Death Dekker's mom? She says that she doesn't kill them. So there's that.
Terry seems to have backed down since I gave the keepsakes back. Actually, it doesn't seem like she's been very well. Not her usual self. Maybe she's got a bug or something.
Elin also uses herbology with her patients rather than giving them prescription medications, and knows that if you mix the wrong herbs that it can cause a heart attack. So Axie's like, oh god, she's killing Terry. Same thought. Time to Angel of Death Terry. Oh man. There's no asterisks next to Terry, though, so I don't think that's an avenue to pursue at the moment. We can, well, there are asterisks next to how are you today. There's 2 asterisks right here, so let's listen to that again and look for any italices. Quick, get her before Bryce does.
Fine. Work's fine. Hilda's fading fast. Terry. Oh, you'd be pleased to know I don't have the locket anymore. I gave it back. All of it. Every single keepsake.
Okay. So let's ask, how's Hilda? And then we'll ask about the locket.
Hilda's nearing the end. She's been sleeping a lot, not eating much. She hasn't been that argumentative either. Although, she did give me a vicious scratch yesterday.
Why did she scratch you?
It was nothing. I was just trying to give her meds. It's hard, you know? I'm trying to help her, but she keeps fighting me. It'll be better after she's seen her daughter. I've decided I'm going to do it tonight. She hasn't got much time left.
Do what tonight? I know if she means shapeshift into the daughter, but...
You know the answer to that, Doctor.
Yeah.
What have we been talking about? What can I do for Hilda that will make it all better?
Oh boy. Oh, new note. Is Elin going to pretend to be Hilda's daughter? You're going to pretend. Going to pretend to be Hilda's daughter.
That's the plan. I know. It sounds unbelievable, like I'm making it up. I wish I could prove it to you somehow. We could try shifting now. Think of someone you really love. It might help if you close your eyes. Are you thinking of them? Can you picture them? Okay, hold on.
Okie dokie.
Sorry, I don't think it's gonna work. On the bright side, that probably means you're not gonna die anytime soon.
Oh, okay. That was ominous. Not only did we see, I don't know if you guys saw the thing on her face. Oh, hi, Thomas. What a cute boy. That was interesting.
That's the plan. I know. It sounds unbelievable, like I'm making it up. I wish I could prove it to you somehow.
Thomas. He's a good boy. He stood on his little back paws for pets, and I think that's the cutest thing ever for him to do. But he's now going back to his sleepy place, so good night, Thomas. What do you say when you shift?
It's tricky. I mean, I'll sound exactly like Hilda's daughter, but I try and keep it vague because I don't become her. I don't know what she would really say. I say things like, it's okay, don't be scared, I love you, Mum, or I love you, Dad. But it doesn't really matter what their relationship's like because it's not really them. I always do the Disney version. The best, most loving version. That's what my patients want to hear. And maybe deep down they know it's not the truth, but it's got to be better than the reality.
That's a lot of assumption. That's a lot of assumption.
It's tricky. I mean, I'll sound exactly like Hilda's daughter, but I try and keep it vague because I don't become her. I don't know what she would really say. I say things like, it's okay, don't be scared, I love you, Mum, or I love you, Dad. But it doesn't really matter what their relationship's like because it's not really them. I always do the Disney version. The best, most loving version. That's what my patients want to hear.
Maybe they die of fright. Can I ask her more things? Let's ask her, why bother shifting if patients know it's not the truth?
Does it really matter if it isn't the truth? Isn't it worth it if it brings them peace? Tell me honestly, doctor, do you really think that what I'm doing is wrong?
I don't know. I don't know if it's wrong. Heck. No, shifting isn't wrong. Yes, shifting is wrong. Because it won't let me say I don't know if shifting's wrong or not, but we should answer her. Sure, we can see the face again.
That's the plan. I know. It sounds unbelievable, like I'm making it up. I wish I could prove it to you somehow. We could try shifting now. Think of someone you really love. It might help if you close your eyes. Are you thinking of them? Can you picture them? Okay, hold on. Sorry, I don't think it's gonna work. On the bright side, that probably means you're not gonna die anytime soon.
I didn't see it this time, but I might not have been looking. Okay, it didn't happen that time. Yeah, sometimes the playbacks don't play everything. I'm gonna say shifting isn't wrong. I'm not trying to encourage her delusion, but I also don't want her to go into like a shame spiral. And our problem with it is that she's not being truthful about the shape shifting, not that she's doing the shape shifting. Or at least that's like how I'm feeling about it at the moment. It seems it got blurred the first time. I saw multiple faces. Has she turned into Terry's loved one? Terry is a co-worker. Terry's not dying.
Good, because I really feel this is something I have to do.
Uh-oh. Maybe that was the wrong answer to give you. We still need to ask Elin more questions. Do you know anything about the paper spike that killed Dr. Dekker?
It's true then. I'd heard Dr. Dekker was stabbed, but I didn't know for sure. It's weird that whoever did it would choose the paper spike.
Why is that weird?
Dr. Dekker used to play with it in our sessions sometimes. You know, pick it up, handle it while we talked. I remember once, he pushed the spike through his skin. Yeah, this bit here between his thumb and his finger. He said he didn't think I'd mind the sight of blood being a nurse and all that, but actually, there wasn't any.
Just casually self-harming in front of the patient, saying, I don't think you'll mind because you work with blood. Wow. What do you mean Terry is going downhill? Terry isn't well? I don't think I'll let us ask about Terry.
Terry seems to have backed down since I gave the keepsakes back. Actually, it doesn't seem like she's been very well. Not her usual self. Maybe she's got a bug or something.
Terry's not her usual self. Terry has a bug? No, the game could not give a fuck less. So, but we have two asterisks right here.
Dr. Dekker used to play with it in our sessions sometimes. You know, pick it up, handle it while we talked. I remember once, he pushed the spike through his skin. Yeah, this bit here between his thumb and his finger. He said he didn't think I'd mind the sight of blood being a nurse and all that, but actually, there wasn't any.
So let's say there was no blood, question mark?
I was a bit freaked out. At first, I thought it was a trick. A magic trick, you know? Like some kind of therapeutic test. Show the patient this retractable spike and see how they react. But it wasn't. The spike was real.
Huh. Test? No, that's not it. How do you know the spike was real?
Dr. Dekker gave me the paper spike to try. It wasn't fake. It was pretty sharp, actually. I don't know how he did it. He said he just thought that it wouldn't hurt him, so it didn't.
And that finishes Elin. Elin is now yellow. We don't have to ask her more questions, but we could. Let's move on to Nathan. We haven't talked to Nathan today yet. Nathan, buddy boy. Boy with the Groundhog Day. Boy with the dead Hannah. And heck, we're done with Elin. You don't like Elin? You don't like Elin?
I burned the photos of Hannah. It didn't work. I suppose because the loss was superficial. The next thing I burned was the rocking chair. That worked. I've been getting rid of her stuff ever since.
Stop burning things.
There was a day when I attacked a Salvation Army bin, but I gave in.
Salvation Army bin, eh?
I accidentally put Hannah's diary into a Salvation Army donation bin. They're like huge post boxes with a circular tray that makes sure things spill to the bottom. I tried to get in to get it back, but I gave up.
Okay. Why did you put her diary in a bin?
I read the last few weeks of Hannah's diary a while ago. I must have accidentally dropped in some clothes for the Salvation Army bin.
Ah.
It's funny, because I wasn't going to read it. She said she'd fallen out of love with me. That she was going to break off the engagement.
Uh-huh.
That she didn't love me anymore. I regretted it.
Oofy, buddy. Oof.
Can we maybe not talk about Hannah anymore?
Okay.
And thanks for the dating advice, by the way.
Yes. I can't. What do you regret?
I regretted that I mourned for Hannah so long. I regret the grief. I regret all the days I slept through because of it. Had I known she didn't love me anymore, things would have been different. I'm a bit angry now. If I had that day over again, I may just still pull out in front of the driver.
Oh, wow. No, what? Oh, buddy. Buddy, 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 buddy. No. I know this game will only let me have certain replies, so he just said if he had to do the day over where Hannah died again, that he would probably still get into an accident on purpose. Let's change the subjects. Did you follow my dating advice?
You told me not to look for anyone else until I was ready. So I didn't. I've just been sitting at home, reading Hannah's diary, stewing. I ordered a pizza. My girl delivered it.
I zoned out. What did he just say?
You told me not to look for anyone else until I was ready. So I didn't. I've just been sitting at home, reading Hannah's diary, stewing.
Stop reading it.
I ordered a pizza. My girl delivered it.
The girl?
It took a week of days to get that pizza girl to smile. And you know what did it? A tip, as much as the pizza cost. So money does make you happy.
I don't like you, Nate. I don't like you right now. You still have Hannah's diary? No. What do you know about the paper spike?
I didn't notice Dr. Dekker had a paper spike. I haven't really seen more than a foot in front of me since Hannah died.
Yeah, that makes sense with your facial expressions. He put it in the bin, but he also said that, like, he ordered pizza while he was reading her diary, so I felt like there was a contradiction there. Nathan Nathan's not giving us a whole lot. Tell us about Dekker.
I've told you all I know about Dr. Dekker. He started out good, then turned a bit crazy towards the end. When you start giving people more problems as a therapist, that's a bit crazy.
Agreed. But crazy how?
I think that he possibly cursed other people, a bit like he cursed me. Sometimes you could see he was bursting to tell me about it, but he couldn't. He was ecstatic with power.
Makes me think. Doing the thinky thonk. Very interesting. What problems did Dekker give you?
I started out with depression. Now I seem to repeat days. Even if you don't believe the repeat days, then I clearly have extra mental health problems that he's given me.
Yes, he does apparently think. I think. Let's ask, how did Dr. Dekker curse you?
The curse. Well, I remembered. I was hoping he'd forget. It's going to sound crazy. Dr. Dekker said I would never be able to move forward until I came to terms with my grief. And so from this point on, I start to relive the same day over and over again until I made something of it. I believed him.
Interesting. Interesting. Ooh, Dekker's words came true.
I didn't want to believe him. I remember I said, you can't just say things and they happen. He laughed and laughed. I think he was going mad. He said he'd give me a demonstration.
What kind of demonstration?
He held his hand outstretched and told me to look at the flame. There was no flame, and then there was. He was holding a flame in his hand that had come out of nowhere.
Ooh.
And he tried to hypnotize me to make me forget it.
I don't like Dr. Dekker. Hypnotize you?
I didn't forget seeing the flame. He wanted me to forget it all, but I didn't. For whatever reason, he couldn't undo what he'd done. I was scared. I pretended like the hypnosis had worked.
I bet. I bet. Did Nathan conjure a flame, or was that just for emphasis? I saw a flame. You saw a flame. We both saw a flame. Can you conjure a flame? Can you make a flame appear? Why did Dekker want you to forget?
He'd become bored of me, so I got much of my insight from calls or messages he'd take during our sessions. I think because he hypnotized me, he didn't want to play with me anymore, so I got basic therapist.
Keep in mind, guys, when has there ever been anything on screen just for emphasis? Just saying. Just saying. Why did Dekker want you to forget?
He'd become bored of me, so I got much of my insight from calls or messages he'd take during our sessions. I think because he hypnotized me, he didn't want to play with me anymore, so I got basic therapist.
Basic therapist.
He told me lots of people get depression, to become more active, see more people. And although he wouldn't always be there to listen, Jaya would be.
Tell me about Jaya.
Yeah, I talked to her quite a lot. I'm not sure how many days of that she'd remember. She seemed to care, which is more I can say for Dekker. didn't forget seeing the flame. He wanted me to forget it all, but I didn't. For whatever reason, he couldn't undo what he'd done. I was scared.
Ah,
I pretended like the hypnosis had worked.
Why were you scared?
I was scared what Dr. Dekker would do to me if he found out I still knew. So I had to play along, keep coming to the sessions, pretend I hadn't seen what he'd done. It was awful, because I was suffering through the same days over and over again, but I couldn't talk to him about it, because he'd know.
Buddy. Aw. We got more notes. Nathan says he talked to Jaya a lot. I should ask her. We can... Oh, I'm not continuing yet. Let's talk to Jaya first, because everybody's yellow, which means we can move on to the next act. But I want to know. You talked to Nathan? Not Nathan.
I didn't really speak to Nathan that much at all, but I have this strange feeling that I know him really well. I can't quite put my finger on it.
Did Dekker hypnotize you? What do you know about Dr. Dekker's mother, Sarah?
Dr. Dekker did send me to see his mother once. She was dying in a nursing home and he didn't want to see her. I remember him calling her a manipulative, evil old hag.
Oh, word.
I tend not to ask any more questions after that.
Yeah. Dekker didn't like his mom. Oh, goodness. Dekker did not like his mom. What was Sarah like? No? Okay. Let's ask her, why couldn't Mariana concentrate in the office?
Honestly, I think Dr. Dekker had a bit of a crush on Mariana, or vice versa. I'm not really sure. There's some footage from their home sessions if you want to see them.
Footage! Give us the footage. Apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Ouch! Yes, I'd like the footage.
That was a joke, Doctor. I guess we found our level.
God damn it! That wasn't a joke! Okay. Alright. So we can move on with the next act. We have about 15 minutes before the end of stream. So let's start the beginning of the next act, which we will do next Saturday. No. Next Friday. Let's see what happens.
You can stop looking at me like that. You made me do this.
What?
And don't try and escape. You're all tied up.
What?
Now tell me the truth.
What?
Is this a dream?
What is happening? I don't know. Is this a dream? What are you doing? I need to answer her. Is it a dream? I'm gonna say it's a dream. I'm gonna say I want it to be a dream. I'm gonna say it's a... What the fuck is this?
That's a good doctor. Yes, it's all a big dream.
I don't trust you.
So let's get down to business. Do you believe that people can have kinetic powers?
Buddy! Stop. The yes or no answers. the yes or no answers. No, people can't have powers. Ow!
I think you like it when I hurt you, Doctor.
Excuse me!
That's a worrying sign. People obviously have kinetic powers.
What?
That's how I'm here, testing you.
What?
Now, how do we treat people with kinetic powers? Do we encourage them or do we discourage them?
What? 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 No!
Very good, Doctor. That's the right answer. Remember it, or there will be consequences. Now, since I'm here, let's have a little bit of fun. Shall we?
What is that for? Can we be a crisis, Jaya? Jaya, what the fuck? Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck? Don't mind me while I have a breakdown because my secretary is scary. No! I'm okay. This game just got immersive on a whole nother level. Like, the first two acts, like, okay, whatever. And then the dots started to connect and the people's powers started manifesting in the office. And now Jaya is mind controlling me in my dreams. What on earth?
There's someone else in my hour.
I brought David back to life.
I removed the chains, dressed her.
It was Iris.
We could try shifting now.
Would you like to see David, Doctor?
Sorry.
We both read The Cult of the Kinetic Mind, and that broke. It's no coincidence that most psychokinetic patients are
Grateful if you could see your way to declaring me
insane, or at least
temporarily insane.
There was no flame. And then there was.
I'll kiss a guy,
I pretended like the hypnosis had worked.
and then he just follows me
Can we maybe not talk about Hannah anymore?
wherever I go.
You may just still pull out in front of the driver.
Act 4 dreams. Okay. Alright.
Morning, Doctor. You're looking a bit unwell.
You tortured me in my
I'm
sleep.
getting you all wound up. Well, have a look at this. I found it in Dropbox. Apparently, Dr. Dekker lent Mariana some money. Sounds dodgy, doesn't it? I also got the toxicology report back from Officer Yates, and shocker, Dr. Dekker had... Sorry, you just have to read it. I should have spoiler alert tattooed on my forehead. And can we not do the grief counselling thing today? I'm all sorts of behind on work and I'm getting more stressed out watching it all pile up. If you need anything though, I'm here.
Well, that leaves us for next week, folks. The new note is, what dream was that? Jaya thinks I should tell all the patients I can stop their problems. Perhaps I should avoid her till later. Alright, yeah, so that leaves us here until the next time we play The Infectious Madness of Dr. Dekker. Thank you all for being here, and please hang around while we prepare to raid one of our very lovely mods. And while the raid's getting ready, let's get these. If you are a follower, please copy and paste that message. We will paste that message to show Layat Lurian some love when we get into his stream. Axie says, I gotta drive, but I'm loitering. Hey, as long as you're still got the stream running, you should be able to join our raid. If you are a subscriber, you have access to these emotes. Please copy and paste that. And it should show up I know it's like probably a bunch of words that you can see, but it should show up when we get there. Don't forget, tomorrow, Super Redria 64 is having a bingo night. You can win real prizes. And we'll be back Sunday for our own charity event. It should be a shit ton of fun. If you want to check out what the game Stardew Valley is, we're going to be decorating the mines. It'll be a good time. Please feed your kids, enjoy yourselves. Thank you guys for hanging around, and we will see you at the next stream.